things, it's all revenue to the city, is what it is.
Right.
And these cities want revenue.
Right.
You know, for example, we went out and we raised some money in the town, and we wanted to help for the school, for school supplies for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got charged $100 per person that went out to raise money. So that's $300 for something that it's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous to charge for something like that, but that's how they make money.
I don't understand that we are 501c4. You shouldn't have to pay at all.
501c3. It should be waived. Some cities do that because you're a 501c3. They'll waive that because you're a nonprofit.
Right.
But you know, again, these cities don't care. It's a revenue for them, and they want to make their money. Police out there giving tickets and stuff. That's all revenue.
Right.
That's all that is. You know, cops don't do nothing these days. You know, I was sitting there and I was watching these YouTube videos, and you watch them for hours with all these cops. This one kid was riding his bicycle, and he rode his bike sideways across the street. So the police chased him, and he got off his bike and he got into his house. And here's like literally 10 cops standing there telling them that they want to talk to him because they're going to give him a ticket for jaywalking, okay, because he rode that bike on an angle across the street. I mean, that is the most ridiculous thing. And you've got 10 cops that are standing there, which is obvious they don't have nothing else better to do. There's no crime or nothing for them to go after. You know, jaywalking is such a ridiculous crime. I think that it's crazy. And it's a ticket, and it's a civil matter. But these cops are sitting here, and it's a civil infraction. And so finally the kid came out. They said they just wanted to issue him a ticket. So he came out, and as soon as he did, they arrested him.
Damn.
And they arrested him for fleeing the police. But see, they lied at the door. They said they just wanted to talk to him and give him a ticket. You know, the whole thing is just absolutely crazy.
That is just ridiculous. That's outrageous.
And the kid was in the house, and I would have slammed the door in her face and told him to go get a warrant. And then let him kick the door in to go get the kid. Because, see, what people don't seem to understand is if cops come to your door and you let them in, now they've got the right to come in. If you tell them, no, you're not coming into this house, go get a warrant, and you shut the door and then they kick the door in, okay, well, they have to lie and all this other stuff, but it makes their case harder because they don't have a warrant.
Well, guess what? It's called vandalism.
I'll give you an example.
It's called vandalism. They do something like that.
I wrote that book, At the Mercy of the State.
Right.
And when they took my kids, they did it in another county. The judge issued a warrant in the county that we lived in, but we weren't in that county. And we had no idea that they were coming to collect our kids over something that was bogus anyways. So here we are in a motel room. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and all these cops are pounding on the dang door trying to get in, and they say they have a warrant, okay? Well, my wife woke me up. I'm a heavy sleeper. So, you know, she just answered the door, and they come pushing their way in. Now, if I would have been up, I would have let them kick that door in, because once they did, then I could have sued the crap out of them, which I still have a lawsuit with them, but it would have made it better because they said that we let them in. No, we didn't let them in. They had a key card. They had all that crap to get into the room, and that's the point, because once they kick that door in, they don't have a warrant in that county. They would have to wake the judge up from the other county. The judge would have to call the judge in that county and have to transfer it that way.
Well, no, too, if you go to the district attorney's office and you get them on that, again, all those charges because
Let's
that's vandalism.
explain what a warrant is, okay? A warrant is they get from a judge permission to enter the premises. It's not a fishing expedition. It's not let's kick the door in and let's tear the whole place apart because that's not what it's for. It's for listing specific things with a specific address. The address on there was 400 South Suffolk Street. That was where we lived. Okay, it didn't say Motel Room 22 at the Best Western Hotel. Okay, see, that's where they're wrong. And then they started rummaging through our stuff, and they got my car keys, and they went into my pickup truck, and they were looking through, and they grabbed my car seat. See, the warrant didn't specify that. Okay, that's where they're wrong. You know, warrants specify that you have the right to enter in a certain address and look for a specific thing.
Right.
Or look in a specific area.
Right.
Not just rummage through and search the whole house and everything else, unless it specifies that.
Right.
You know, it could say that they have the right to come in and seize the computer or do something here and there or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing that is all crazy about it.
Yeah.
You know, and then I have my driver's license, and they wanted to cite me for not having a license. Well, first of all, I wasn't even driving. So how in the hell would they do that?
Right.
And I lost my driver's license. It turned out to be that actually the person that had filed a complaint on us in the first place, the liar, had stole my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I found that out later. But you know, that's what these warrants are for and stuff, to get into these places. And you know, I think these cops have gotten way out of hand. And the problem is that people have allowed it. They're like, well, I have nothing to hide. You can search my premises. Well, that's not the point. The point is that you don't have that right. Follow the law. So people need to be more stringent when it comes on the law, because of course you have nothing to hide.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I've seen videos where cops have planted stuff. But my point is you need to flex your rights, because you've allowed these cops to do what they've done. Now, I got kind of suckered into that position because when we were in an area, there was a checkpoint, and they were checking for driver's license, things like that, insurance. It is against the law. The federal law, it's against the law to have a checkpoint within the United States.
Mm-hmm. You
can have checkpoints on the border, but you can't have them within the United States. And actually, if you're a U.S. citizen, they have to flag you through. You know, a lot of these people don't seem to realize that. And what they were doing is, and you can look this up, there's a guy in Arizona, and he'll be driving down the highway, and he's challenged this many times. And here you have 20 miles in the border from Arizona.
Right.
And there's a checkpoint. And here these cops are, and they have a checkpoint. And he won't open the door. He won't open the window. He refuses. And there's actually a law that you could post on the side of your window that when you're in a checkpoint, you could put it in a clear plastic with a little, flap on it or something, so you can hang it out your window when people read it, because they don't have the right to have a checkpoint in the United States. But here's this checkpoint. And we were on official business with our organization and stuff. I don't want any problems. So, I just kind of gave them our license, whatever they wanted. I'll tell you, people have got to learn to keep their insurance papers in the car, the registration in the car, and to keep their driver's license on them, because, this is money for these states.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting to the point to where you'll get a ticket, and even though you have insurance. If you can't prove it right then and there, you'll get a ticket. And then it's a big aggravation to have to go down to the police station or whatever, to the courts, and have to show them copies and prove that you have the proper credentials. But it's a sad situation when you have a checkpoint and people are there checking everything and all that stuff. It's just crazy.